When Domino's Pizza was first opened in 1960, the whole day's sales were only $14. But who knew that a newspaper-selling child, who had neither the support of his father nor the love of his mother, would one day become the owner of more than 18,000 pizza outlets due to circumstances this victory against was by no means simple. Pizza store, which was started with borrowed money, faced countless problems in its journey of progress. Sometimes it would give up all its savings, sometimes it would be exposed to fraud, sometimes it would be betrayed by its partner, and most of all, moreover, the name under which the store was opened was also someone else's. Legal cases worth millions of dollars and disgusting viral videos played with the reputation that Domino's owner had built after years. This is the story of Thomas Monig, who faced all these difficulties, starting from zero and building a billion-dollar empire. Once again, in the videos of informative World Watch TV. On the 255th March 1937, Thomas Monken was born in a middle-class family in Michigan. His father was a truck driver and was barely making ends meet. Mother used to work in nursing school. Father passed away when he was only 4 years old, and mother, who was not able to support the children, handed over Tom and his brother Jim to the government for 7 years. Tom's childhood was very difficult. I was full of sadness. Neither did I see my father's support, nor my mother's love. I only saw the strictness of government foster care and boarding school. Neither could I pass high school nor college. With great difficulty, I got admission in Michigan University. Regretfully, tuition fee. He didn't even have money. Life was giving him various kinds of shocks. Finally, he started delivering newspapers from door to door. From here, he started learning the basics of business and never let go of any opportunity to save money. Some were careful that even their little savings turned out to be a fraud. This was the point when in 1959, Tom's brother Jim came to him with an idea, and this idea was going to change his life. Jim used to work as a postman in the post office. But to meet his expenses, Dominic used to work part-time in the restaurant of a famous person named Devarty. A restaurant owned by the gym owner was lying in the gun, and Dominic was trying to sell this restaurant at once. That time, he demanded $500 from the restaurant. But the condition was that there was a debt of $2,000 on the restaurant, which would be paid only by the buyer. When Jim brought this news to Tom, both of them thought, why not buy this restaurant and work together? They took a loan of $900 from the office and bought the restaurant from Dominic, but did not change its name. In return, Dominic gave him some recipes and also taught him how to make sauces. He opened the restaurant from 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. He intended that this would not disturb Jim's job at the post office and would also fulfill Tom's dream of studying at a university. He officially opened this restaurant on 9th December 1960 and made sales of $14 on the very first day, and in the first week, he did not even have a phone. That is, all the customers came to the restaurant on their own. Then he also started the delivery service, for which he hired 2 factory workers on commission. After months, his one-day sales reached $7, but these sales were mostly boring. It was coming because of the proximity to college. When the college semester ended, sales dropped to $28. Jim spent very little time at the restaurant because of his post office job. In fact, he did not do any work at all. When sales dropped, fights started between the 2 brothers, and at one point a scuffle broke out. After 6 months of opening the restaurant, Jim left the restaurant, although in reality the idea was his own, but in exchange for 50 shares, Tom left him by giving him a Volkswagen. Jim happily drove off to the side without knowing how much loss he had actually incurred. Now Tom became 100% owner of the restaurant, but this meant that he now had to work full-time. He would have to work, that is, his dream of going to university again remained unfulfilled. He would stay in the restaurant for many days and survive by eating burnt pizza for dinner. Gradually, the sales of the restaurant started increasing again. He also hired 2 helpers, and now the daily profit reached $7. In his free time, he kept visiting other pizza stores and doing market research. During this time, the owner of an Italian restaurant became his friend, and he gave the recipe of his famous sauce to Tom. When Tom applied to Dominic, people liked the sauce very much, and sales started going up again. Now, someone gave Tom the idea to open another branch of his restaurant. For this work, Tom needed a partner who could help him. Tom ran the previous restaurant because his brother was no longer with him. Finally, Tom found a partner, but this partner was going to ruin all of Tom's hard work. One day, a man named Jim Gilmore came to Dominic's, whom Tom immediately recognized as the man from the city. Used to run a well-known restaurant. Both of them started talking about the restaurant business. During this, Tom told Gilmore about his plans that he wants to open a new branch. Now, because Gilmore also had the experience of running a restaurant, hence the deal between them was finalized. Found that Gilmore would get a % share in the business by paying $500, and he would also run Dominic's first restaurant. But Gilmore said that, "I don't have $500 right now. I will give it later," but because Tom was in dire need of a partner, he agreed Dominic. Gilmore had become a partner at the age of 50, that too without giving any down payment, and he did not give this money to Tom even later. 6:30, Tom opened his second branch and handed over the first branch to Gilmore. This was the point when Tom got his tithe, realized his mistake because he had given 50 shares of his business to an unknown person without doing any investigation. Within no time, both the sales and quality of pizza of the first branch started falling, and Tom suspected that Gilmore was secretly keeping money in the cash drawer. Jim Gilmore used to run 2 restaurants in the city, but he had a habit of drinking, due to which he had been robbed by the banker twice. Tom thought that maybe he had reformed, but it was not so. Apart from this, Gilmore also stole money from Tom. In the agreement that he had made with him, he cleverly added some such conditions, whereby he was only a % share partner in Dominic's, whereas in case of any loss, Tom would bear the entire loss. 720. Now the situation reached such a level that Tom started spending time on both the branches, and Gilliam used to work only when he felt like it. The overall point is that Gil was taking unfair advantage of Tom. Tom even talked to him many times about terminating the agreement, but due to legal issues, he could not get rid of Gilliam. Eventually, the matter went to court and the partnership between Tom and Gilliam ended. But obviously Tom had to pay for all the losses incurred. But this did not mean that all Tom's issues were over. The next fight was with a person who Dominic Divty, under whose name Tom was running his business, Dominic Divty. When he saw that Tom was running 2 restaurants in his name and was also making good sales, he started feeling professional jealousy. Eventually, Dominic also established himself in the city under his own name. He was running a restaurant. Because of this, the customers were also very confused. So he called Tom and asked him to stop using his name. This news hit Tom like a lightning because he had put in a lot of effort in promoting this name. A sudden change of name meant that all of Tom's hard work would go in vain. Someone advised Tom to keep a name that was similar to Dominic, because at that time people used to look for numbers in the phone book, and when the name was similar, if the name is there, then the name of Tom's restaurant will also be on Dominic's page. For many days, Tom and his team kept thinking of a name similar to Dominic's, but no one could think of a single one. Finally, a pizza ride fear suggested a name, and that was Domino. Tom liked this name very much. After that day, he started working under the name of Domino's instead of Dominic's. Changing the name meant that now he would have to change the logo also. So he simply used the tiles of the Domino game as people. And since he had 3 stores at that time, he put only 3 dots on the tile. Next time you can tell anyone what these 3 dots mean to Domino's people. Thomas Monig's pizza business is now a new masthead. The name had already been found. He worked hard to improve the recipes and make the business profitable. But Domino's progress started with a strange speech. One day, a lot of the restaurant's staff took leave together, and Tom removed extra items from the menu. Domino's got the most profit that day by serving only pizza. Tom realized that a big menu only increases the workload, while a small menu makes more profit. 4. From that day onwards, extra items were removed from the menu of nose and boing, and the focus was only on pizza. Even pizzas were kept in only two sizes, 8 inches and 12 inches. Apart from this, Tom noticed that by providing dine-in facility to customers, extra staff had to be hired, which increased the work and reduced profit. 1027 revolutionized the delivery business by using cardboard boxes to keep the pizzas warm. Not only this, but also made the service even better by using delivery pouches. Remember that delivery pouches in which the pizzas remain hot. This is the first time from Domino's. Due to new innovations in delivery, Domino's took the lead over other restaurants. The competition was that most of the area in Pizza Hut's branches was devoting dine-in facilities, whereas Domino's prices were the same and their profit margin was higher. Because they did not have to spend on dine-in facilities, Tom had now spent 7 years in this business and knows was growing much faster than others. In 1967, he thought of franchising. New stores were opened, whose locations were in colleges and Banford. It was placed near military bases, where the demand for pizza was normally high. Instead of spending money on mainstream media for advertising, ads were placed only in college newspapers, which was both cheaper and more effective. 32 years, Domino's 32. There were quality issues in the beginning when the franchise was opened, but they were later fixed. By the end of 1969, a total of 42 stores were opened in Michigan, Vermont, and Ohio, and by 1978, more than 200 Domino's outlets were opened across the U.S. Domino's success was probably halted. Now, it was quite difficult, but then an incident happened which caused a lot of damage to the nose. In 1980, everyone had become crazy about the delivery service of Domino's. Seeing this, Pizza Hut and other competitors also started focusing on delivery, i.e., Pizza Hut is now a part of Domino's. Wanting to enter into direct competition, Domino's made a move to differentiate itself from this thing and make its already excellent delivery service even better. 12:30 in 1984, Domino's started marketing that if the delivery of pizza within 30 minutes starts right, if not, then money will not be taken for the pizza. This trick forced Domino's sales to increase like a rocket. This deal was beneficial for the customers in every respect. Either they will get the pizza quickly, or they will get it for free. This campaign helped Domino's to grow. In 1980 itself, NOS's branches grew from 200 branches in America to 5,000 globally. And it became the fastest growing restaurant chain in the world at that time. But Tom did not know that this move would be in the hands of Domino's. In 1989, a 17-year-old Domino's delivery driver met with an accident with his truck while trying to deliver the pizza quickly and died on the spot. 13/2, this incident was reported in the newspapers, and it was written that the 17-year-old died while trying to deliver the pizza quickly. Apparently, in order to ensure quick delivery, the drivers used to go against the rules and speed up the vehicles. Soon, this news started getting highlighted in national magazines too. A report was published in which it was told that in 1 year Domino's fast due. There have been 20 fatal accidents due to delivery. In another accident, the driver ran the car over a couple, due to which the wife died on the spot. Due to this accident, Domino's had to pay a fine of $32 million. In 1993, another case came up when the Domino's driver drove the car without paying attention to the red light, and the backbone of the girl in the next car was broken. This time, court imposed a fine of $78 million on Domino's because of all these incidents. Domino's delivery service was being criticized a lot. The campaign, which had taken Domino's to such heights of progress, was now on their neck. At this point, Tom announced the end of the 30 minutes delivery campaign. 1435. Obviously, when a business becomes famous, it also becomes controversial. First the driver's accidents, and then Domino's Foundation. Due to all this, in 1998, Thomas Maniger sold Domino's for $1.1 billion, but the series of controversies did not end. In 2009, YouTube one video went viral. in which two Domino's workers were seen making pizza in a very unhygienic manner. Sometimes they sneezed on the pizza and put it in the oven. Sometimes they put a finger in their nose and made the pizza with the same hand. A total of 5 videos of this type were searched by YouTube's curse, which was not such a difficult task because his face was visible in the video. He told that actually he was making a prank video, whereas no such pizza was sent to any customer. Due to this small prank of the workers, Domino's suffered huge loss. But today Domino's has 1,848 branches across the world, 145 branches more than Pizza Hut. Whereas, if we talk about employees, Domino's has only 13,500 and Pizza Hut has 35,000. In the income, Domino's generates almost 4 times more sales than Pizza. Let me also tell you here that 30 lakh Domino's pizzas are made every day all over the world, and a chef from Naus, Jagros Jaff, has held the record of world's fastest pizza maker not once but twice by making 3 large pizzas in just 70 seconds. 1630 has surprised the world. Hope you all will like and share this video of informative World Watch TV. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.